What's going on, real estate agents? In this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can use AI voice agents in your business to qualify your leads for you. If you've ever done any kind of high volume lead generation, like maybe Facebook ads or Google ads, I'm sure you know the struggle of having to reach out to dozens or even hundreds of leads every single week just to strike up a conversation and start qualifying to see if they're even a lead that you could potentially work with. Typically, it requires calling them multiple times, leaving voicemails, sending emails, sending text messages, anything you can do to get a hold of them and get them to actually respond back to you. And then a very small percentage of all those people that you actually contacted and spent time trying to reach out to are actually qualified leads that you could work with. That's a lot of time that you could be spending on other parts of your business that are maybe more important or more impactful. So this is exactly where AI can come into play. Now, you may have seen my other videos where I do lead qualifying over text message, but this particular video is going to show you an actual conversation with an AI voice agent that I built where it's going to qualify me as a buyer, ask all the questions that you would normally want to ask, and then take that entire conversation, transcribe it, and extract the important details from it, like my home buying criteria, my pre-approval amount, and all the other specific information that you would want to have to add into your CRM. So you can think of this just like your own little personal lead qualifying assistant. So every time that somebody fills out a form on your website, or maybe responds to your Facebook ad, or clicks on your Google ad, the AI will immediately call that person and start asking those typical qualifying questions that you would normally ask so that you don't have to be spending your time calling all these leads. You can just focus on the ones who are actually qualified and ready to buy or sell. The really cool part is you can train the AI to be able to determine what leads you should be focusing on. So if you give it the specific qualities of what you deem to be a qualified lead, it can then use that to categorize the leads so that the only ones that are being put in front of you are the ones that actually meet that criteria. So first, we're going to listen to an actual conversation that I'm going to have with the AI voice agent, pretending as though I'm the buyer. I just filled out a form with my name, email, phone number. The AI is going to call me and ask me about my buying criteria, whether I'm pre-approved or not, and just get to know me a little bit better. Then after that, we're going to hop into my computer and I'm going to show you the various automations that make up this entire system in order to make it all work. Now, real quick, before we jump into the rest of the video, I just want to remind you about our school community that we just launched, which helps real estate agents like you learn exactly how to be using AI in their real estate business. We show you what tools you should be using, how to build out various automations, even how to build out AI agents like the one that you're going to see in this video. We also provide you with all of the templates, the prompts, every single thing that you need so that you can just drag and drop it all straight into your business rather than you having to start from scratch and build it all from the very beginning. So if you want to be using AI in your business to generate more leads, save you more time, and overall just run a better business, and you want to implement AI voice agents and other various automations into your real estate business, I put the link to the community at the very top of the description below, as well as in the pinned comment below. There is a 7-day free trial, so you can sign up completely free, no obligation, and immediately just hit the ground running and start learning about how you can be using AI in your business and how you can stay ahead of AI to future-proof your business. On top of that, it's a community, so that means it's full of other real estate agents who are using AI in their business, so you get to collaborate and network with them, figure out what's working, what's not working, and what other agents are building. So if that's something that interests you, then click the first link in the description below. Okay, now let's get back to the video. Now, in just a moment here, I'm going to play the recording of the phone call that I had, but I just wanted to go over really quick what this AI voice agent does and what it's capable of. So first and foremost, the main purpose of this AI voice agent is we want it to be able to qualify leads, obviously. That's the main reason we built this, is because we have a lot of leads coming in, but we don't have the time to qualify all of these leads and figure out which ones we should actually be focusing our time on. But the second main thing that we want it to be able to do is actually schedule appointments on our calendar for us. So if we find that that lead is qualified, then we want the AI to take the next step and see if we can get them to book an appointment with us. So in order to do that, we have to give the AI access to our calendar. So the AI is going to be able to not only read our calendar, but also schedule events on our calendar, book appointments. So we've connected it up to our Google Calendar so that it can look at our availability and then actually make those appointments for us. The third thing that we want this AI agent to do is we want it to be able to accurately answer real estate questions. So if somebody asks about the market or about average sales prices or anything to do with our real estate market or anything that is real estate related, we want it to be able to accurately answer those questions. And we do that by putting together a knowledge-based package package using a few different AI tools. And this knowledge base package contains up-to-date information about our market stats, our average sales prices, days on market, year-over-year increases or decreases, all the regular information that you would want to be able to sort of have on hand if you were to go meet a buyer. We're going to give all of that to the AI so that it has that in its toolkit to be able to access if it needs to. And then lastly, we want it to be able to update our CRM for us. So after the call, the AI agent is going to send the entire transcript of that call to one of our automations in make.com. And then we're going to have AI basically review the entire transcript, extract the important details that we want and that we care about, and then add all of that information into that lead's file inside of our CRM or our database. This way, the entire qualifying process is basically completely hands-off. We don't have to jump in, we don't have to update our CRM, we don't have to do anything other than basically attend the appointments that the AI schedules for us. Okay, so now we're gonna hop to the phone call that I recorded with the AI voice agent so you can see what kind of questions it asked me and also how realistic it sounds. Now remember, the scenario here is I was a buyer, I went to your website or your Facebook ad and I filled out a lead form, and now the AI is calling me to further qualify me as a lead. Hello, Brandon speaking.
Hi, Brandon. This is Sarah calling from Top Tier Realty. How are you doing today?
Hey, Sarah, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. I saw that you reached out through our website, so I wanted to give you a quick call to chat about what you're looking for in a home and see how we can help out. Is now a good time to go over a few details about your home search?
Yeah, I got a few minutes.
Awesome. I'll keep it quick. To get started, can you tell me a bit about what kind of property you're hoping to find? Are you thinking about a single-family home, a condo, maybe something else?
Ideally, I'm looking for a townhouse.
Great choice. Townhouses are really popular in Edmonton right now, especially with how the market's been moving. Do you have a price range in mind for your search, or are you still figuring that part out?
I want to keep it between $300,000 and $400,000.
That's a solid budget for a townhouse in Edmonton. There are definitely some nice options in that range. How many bedrooms and bathrooms are you hoping for in your ideal place?
I need 3 bedrooms for sure. It's me and my girlfriend, and we need, an extra room or 2 for storage and stuff. Bathrooms, 1.5 bathrooms at least. Obviously, the more the better.
That makes total sense, especially with the extra space for storage. A lot of newer townhouses have that extra half bath, so we should be able to find some good fits. Is there a minimum size or square footage you'd like, or are you more focused on the layout and features?
Yeah, more so on the layout and features. We're not too worried about the size.
Got it. So as long as the layout works for you and your girlfriend, size isn't a deal breaker. Are there any must-have features you want in your new place? Maybe things like a garage, finished basement, or a fenced yard?
Yeah, we need a fenced yard. We have a dog, so that's a must.
A fenced yard is definitely important with a dog. I totally get that. And what kind of dog do you have, if you don't mind me asking? And are there any other features that would be nice to have but aren't absolutely necessary?
We have a husky, and no other features I can think of.
Huskies are such awesome dogs. Lots of energy, so that fenced yard will come in handy. Thanks for sharing that. Just to make sure I have everything, are you already pre-approved for a mortgage, or is that something you're still working on?
No, we are pre-approved. We got pre-approved for, I believe it was $405,000.
That's perfect. Being pre-approved will make the process a lot smoother, especially in today's market. Just to double check, are you hoping to move within the next 6 months, or is your timeline a bit more flexible?
No, we need to be into something within the next probably 2 months, 2 to 3 months.
Thanks for letting me know. That's a great timeline. And with your pre-approval and clear criteria, you're in a really strong position. What I'd love to do next is connect you with one of our expert realtors for a quick call so they can put together a tailored list of townhouses that fit exactly what you're looking for. Is there a day or time coming up that works well for you to chat with them?
Can we do maybe like tomorrow around 1 p.m.?
Your appointment is now set for tomorrow at 1 in the afternoon. Is there anything else I can help you with or any other questions you have before we wrap up?
Yeah, I was just curious about the townhomes right now in Edmonton. Like, what does the average price of a townhome go for right now?
Great question. Right now in Edmonton, the average price for a townhouse is around $311,000. And prices have seen a pretty strong increase this year.
Okay, so I cut the video off there because obviously you get the point. I didn't want that to run forever and make this video super long. So as you can see, it was a very thorough call. It asked a lot of questions that you would normally ask when you're pre-qualifying a buyer. It was able to answer real estate questions. It was able to schedule a call on our calendar for us. And it was even able to ask questions about my dog and, make some kind of personable comments. But now that the call is over, all of that information that was collected needs to go somewhere. And that's where all of the back-end automations happen. So to give you the full picture of how the back-end automations work, let's just start at the very beginning with this diagram. So like I said, it starts with the buyer filling out the lead form. Once they fill out the lead form, all that information gets sent to the AI agent. The AI agent then calls the lead and starts qualifying, which is the phone call that you just heard. On that call, the AI basically has like a checklist in their AI brain of things that they need to collect from that person. So this is things like the budget, the property type, bedrooms, bathrooms, all the normal information that you would want to collect. Once the AI has collected all that information, it then figures out whether or not that lead is qualified. And this is based off of the criteria that you give the AI. Now, if the lead is deemed to be not qualified, then basically it's just going to answer any remaining questions that the person has and then end the call there. And then it's going to determine whether or not that person should be sort of nurtured to long term. So maybe they were just unqualified because they're not ready to buy until next year. Maybe they can't get pre-approved just yet, in which case the AI can actually put them on a long-term email nurturing campaign. But if they're not, maybe it was a spam call, maybe the person just has, completely wrong expectations, or maybe they're just kind of a looky-loo or like a tire kicker and they're actually not interested in buying at all. In which case the AI will just remove them from your CRM so that you're not bogging down your CRM with a bunch of useless leads. But let's say that the AI determines that they are qualified. The next thing it's going to do is it's going to ask for the appointment. So just like it did on the phone call I showed you, it asked me if I wanted to set up an appointment with the realtor to go over the list of properties that they're going to put together for me. So if I say yes, like I did in the video, then it's going to schedule that appointment on my calendar. After that, it's going to answer any remaining questions that I have. And then from there, it's going to end the call. But after the call, what happens is the AI takes the entire recording of that phone call and it transcribes it into regular text. So it's going to transcribe everything that I said and everything the AI said back and forth. And it's going to take that entire transcript of that call and give it to a second AI that we set up that is basically trained on analyzing call transcripts and extracting the specific data points that we want to extract. So these are the specific data points from the checklist that we essentially gave the AI of, the budget, the property type, the bedrooms, the bathrooms, the size, all the stuff that you want to collect from the buyer. This AI is trained on listening for that specific information on the phone call and then extracting that information out so that it can then go and update that lead's information in your CRM. So now you don't have to worry about going into the CRM, listening to the phone call, updating each individual data point from whatever was said on that phone call. You don't have to do any of that. The AI just does it all for you. It knows what information you want to collect, what information you hold inside of your CRM, matches the two together, and then fills it all out for you. After that, you can sort of do whatever you want. You can send a thank you text to the lead. You could send them an email with like your buyer's guide. You could put them on another sort of marketing campaign or nurturing campaign. There's lots of different things that you can do from there. And that's the beauty of, setting up automated workflows and connecting it to these AI workflows is you can basically just replicate what you would normally do when you qualify a buyer. So if you normally get off the phone with them and then you immediately send them an email thanking them for their time and reminding them of the appointment they scheduled with you, you can just have the AI do that for you. Then after all that, it's going to send a text to the realtor saying, hey, we just fully qualified a lead and you need to put together a list of properties for them. You have an appointment with them next Monday. So now it doesn't matter where the leads are coming from or how many leads are coming into the pipeline. If you have a system like this, you have an AI that is qualifying your leads for you 24 hours a day, 365 days a week, and it's instant. So as soon as that person fills out that lead form, they're immediately getting contacted rather than them having to wait on you to find free time in your day or get back from your holiday or finish that showing. There's so many reasons why you might be delayed contacting that lead whenever you get their information, but an AI doesn't have that issue. They will just contact them immediately. And studies actually show that when a real estate agent gets a lead, if they contact them within 3 minutes, their chances of converting that lead go up 86%. That is absolutely insane numbers. But honestly, I don't know a single real estate agent on earth that can be contacting their leads within 3 minutes every single time. Maybe if you just happen to be, sitting at your laptop when the lead came in, sure, you can contact that lead. but every single lead, there's bound to be some that fall through the cracks or that end up waiting an hour, 2 hours, a day, 2 days even. In fact, that same study shows that on average, a realtor takes about 48 hours to contact their new leads. And think about if you're a potential buyer who's messaging different agents or filling out different lead forms, by the time 48 hours has gone by, you've probably already given your name, email, and phone number to 5 different real estate agents, and you're just going to go with the first one who contacted you back. So having that AI there on the ball all the time, contacting your leads, qualifying them, and having an actual personable conversation talking about their dogs or the weather or whatever it might be is super valuable to have in your business and allows you to scale the amount of leads that you're bringing in without bogging down the amount of time that you have to commit to it. So as you can see, having an AI voice agent like this in your business to qualify all your new leads coming in can be a huge time saver. And it's not just for lead qualifying either. You can use AI voice agents as receptionists to just answer the office phone and, answer basic questions that people are calling about. You can use it like a concierge when you go on holidays. You can even use it like a personal assistant so that people have to call the AI first, and then the AI will determine whether or not they should be passing that call on to you. There's a lot of really cool use cases here, but the point is that AI voice has gotten so good and it's only getting better literally every single month. I'm sure you can think of 1 or 2 or even 3 different use cases in your business where you could implement an AI voice agent to save yourself or somebody else on your team a few hours a week. And remember, if you want to implement an AI voice agent like this into your business, check out the school community by clicking the link in the description below. I have an entire hour-and-a-half long video showing you exactly step-by-step how to build this exact AI agent in your business. We go through literally every single step from setting up the agent in 11 Labs all the way to setting up all the different automations in make.com. I even give you every single template for make.com. I give you all the prompts to use, all the JSON code, every single thing that you need to set this up in your business quickly, I provide for you in that community. So click the link below. You can start with a 7-day free trial just to make sure that you like it. But I promise you, if using AI in your real estate business is of interest to you, then this is the community to join. But other than that, guys, thank you so much for the support. I appreciate you watching the video. If you're already subscribed, thank you so much. If you're not already subscribed, then hit that subscribe button and like the video. It helps tell YouTube that you find this video valuable, and it will show it to more real estate agents like you so that I can deliver more value to real estate agents all across the world. But other than that, guys, I hope to see you in the school community so I can learn all about what kind of automations and AI agents you're using in your business. But either way, we will see you in the next video.